Elliot Friedman reported, and I'm going to add the other thing that Elliot Friedman has reported, because that the Flames and the Devils were in conversation about Jacob Markstrom, and apparently they were serious. Friedman has also reported several times that they will not go to Jacob Markstrom unless this is a very serious offer. And I can't see this happening at the trade at March, Dan. I think that this is something that ends up happening in the offseason, because I think more teams end up getting involved and are able to clear the cap space necessary to keep Jacob Markstrom, including Toronto, including New Jersey, and seeing which team didn't have the goaltending to get as far as they thought that they would. I think we'll enter that conversation. And I also think, with the Wranglers being in the position they are, I'm more comfortable giving Dustin Wolf one more shot at trying to get a Calder Cup and getting him ready to be number 1A or 2 in the NHL next year than putting him in the fire now. I just think it would be better for everyone involved mentally. And I also don't think it's easy to get for a goalie to adjust to a new team when you're making a trade. I just feel like this one makes more sense in the offseason. And you'll still get a first round pick, whether that's for 20. The Flames don't have a first round pick for 2025, or they have Florida's first round pick, but it's a conditional one. So you do have to remember about getting a first round pick for 2025. And that ends up, if you end up getting that for Markstrom, that's, the first round pick is a first round pick, I guess. So you still get it. So if you end up getting three first round picks this year and one first round pick next year, that's not necessarily bad. It's still a first round pick. But I still think
it will probably end up being a 2025, because the condition on that is if the 2025 first round pick the Florida sent to Calgary is a lottery pick, resulting in Calgary, then it'll result in Calgary getting the 2026 pick. So I don't think that Florida is going to be a lottery position next year.
Right. Yeah. So but still, having 2 first round picks is not a bad thing in 2025. But I can't see this happening.
And whether you make the pick or not, picks are currency.
Yeah.
Like, I could totally see the Flames make a trade for Markstrom on the draft floor and then turn around and flip one of the picks.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Yeah, and move up. Yeah.
I'll give you my thoughts on that. I think that I agree with you about Wolf. I don't think let's just say that a trade happens between now and the deadline for Markstrom. I don't think that Wolf comes up. I think you owe it to Dan Vladar to make it his net for the rest of the year. There's also a bunch of teams that don't want to carry 3 goalies. I think you will take a goaltender back in any Markstrom trade that happens before now and the end of the season. Even if you don't plan to play the guy, let's just say that Toronto makes that deal, right? I don't think that Toronto wants to go with 3 goalies. I think they'd probably end up sending, Martin Jones back, let's say. And then it becomes, you keep Wolf in the AHL and it becomes Vladar and Jones or something like that. So I totally agree. I think, one more run for Wolf is a great thing. If it was, New Jersey, I think that you'll either get Dawes or Vanacek back. Like, I think you'll take back a goaltender in that deal to make things work. I think that the only way that Markstrom is traded before this deadline is if the Flames get a heck of a package. If there's some team that says, we think this is our year, this is our one crack at this thing, we've got to blow this team up in the offseason, we need goaltending, and we're willing to overpay for that goaltending for 1 year. Otherwise, I totally agree with you. I think it's going to be the team in the offseason that comes to Flames says, we thought we had the goaltending, we don't. Let's make a deal. And there's 2 or 3 teams I can think of that I think might think that this is the year and they need that goaltending, but I don't know they're going to want to pay what Calgary's going to want.